everybody, and welcome to Monday morning's live stroll. And it is a pleasant 7 degrees, 7.9 degrees, so let's call it 8 degrees. And it feels all right this morning. It's a bit chilly. But it's all right. Yesterday I was brave. I put my shorts on, but I'm not so brave this morning. I guarantee by the end of the week, guys, if they're saying what the weather's going to be, and they're right, it's definitely going to be shorts in the morning for the bank holiday weekend, and maybe before. Thinking about riding to work on Friday if the weather is kind. See how we go. Anyway, back to today. How is everybody? What's everybody up to? Is it a normal work day? Leisure day? Nothing? But me, nothing day. Me, as normal as it can be, a work day. Football's now finished until, I don't know, probably, I reckon you'll restart it mid-July. Probably. Who knows? We'll wait and see on that. So no football training after work. I think Julie's got her club tonight, so she'll be popping out. Maybe she'll go to the early one, I don't know. Anyway, don't matter. Point is, we're our time is our own again. Getting the football season out of the way. So that's all good. And this week's sort of pretty, I think, reasonably quiet actually. The next few weekends are really busy. They're really busy. James and Julia got their hair weekend, and then going to see the new Mandalorian and Grogu film on Saturday night. I think Sunday and Monday, unless we decide to do anything, are relatively quiet actually. We I was talking about maybe that's something we'll look into. I don't know. You sort of have to either take the tree down or have the use of the hot tub over the bank holiday weekend. It's one of those, isn't it? I very much doubt we'll do much with the tree on Saturday, because Julia's out most of Saturday. I don't know. We'll talk about it. I'll update you as the week goes on. I was thinking about going to the beach on Sunday. And I'm going to go, but looked at the weather. I will just keep an eye on the weather, see if it changes. But it's actually especially a lot cooler on the coast than it is inland. And what's the point? You know, sunbathe in the garden. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Difficult to comment because the weather changes so much, almost daily at times. And you just don't know what's going to happen. Go on, Azra, lead on. Good girl. So we are doing the field strolls this morning. I did come out last night with Azra, but very difficult to do the live when so many other dog walkers around. She just gets so boisterous, shall we say. And if you've ever been with me when we've seen a dog, she does get quite excitable. Anyway, we just came out for a nice stroll last night, and it was very pleasant. It was about 6:30 last night. There was a bit of rain in the air, not a lot, but it didn't come to very much either, which was good. And yeah, it's supposed to get rain today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. how much that's going to affect us with the strolls in the morning, I have absolutely no idea. But we are very much up to date with content for the channel, so it doesn't really concern me overly. We'll soon be out, Azra and me. There's just no live tomorrow. No lives on Tuesdays and Thursdays anymore. Go on, Azra. Tuesday is my day to deal with the content. Thursday is a day off, although we still go out. Just a day off. We don't do anything content-wise, channel-wise. So it is important with the YouTube channel to not give yourself that downtime. And up until 1,000 subscribers, I very much was sort of, as much as I could be, sort of full throttle with the channel. But I said, as soon as I got to 1,000, channel will still be as active, but I'm just going to sort of slow it down a couple of days a week with the shorts. So many birds over here this morning. No, Ezra. So many birds. We are a tad earlier this morning. Maybe about 10 minutes earlier. Not a lot, to be honest with you. And there's a few people sort of in and out of the live. I've always said the lives are a bit of a funny one during the week. Sometimes you can be really, really busy, and other times you can just be dead. It never worries me, to be honest with you. Although the lives have been pretty kind to me over the last sort of year to year and a half. But the shorts at the minute are doing very well as well. Come on, Ash. Come on, Ashra. Look out. 27 new subscribers last week. And if you've been with me before, you will know my average, or I like my average to be 10 a week. That's good. Maybe I need to rethink that with the channel as it is growing at the minute. But 10 is my average. As I say, the week before we had 40 new subscribers. Last week, 27. So 67 in 2 weeks, which, as I say, is really strong for the channel. So yeah, thank you for everyone's support. It does mean a lot. People probably say that tongue in cheek, especially these big channels. But the smaller channels like my own, it's even more, because the more people we get, the more views we get, the further the channel gets pushed out. And that is the big thing, catchment. So I do really appreciate it, and I don't say that flippantly or anything else. Do we, Azra? As I say, she used to star a show, not me. I just narrate for them. Just go where she tells me to. Oh, I think Azra will be wanting to go to the loo shortly, because this is her normal spot. But only a wee at this stage. Very unusual. It's usually the number 2. That'll probably come. I always worry about coming over it now, guys. Not so much coming over a stuff and rabbit and fox poo. I always worry about coming over it now, guys, because the village has got a problem with youths at the minute. Apparently being bored and not having much to do. Now, I know that is a problem everywhere. I'm not naive, but I'm fairly sure when we were that age, we didn't cause the destruction that they cause. You know, they're nicking bikes from the train stations and throwing them in the streams, making fires. And then this weekend is supposed to be the hottest one of the year so far. And if we don't have an awful lot of rain between now and then, which we are supposed to get some rain, it could be real carnage at the weekend. Azra, are you going? Right. She's thinking about it, guys. I'm sorry about this. Right, let's go. Come on in. If you're not going to go, you are going to go. Got my blue bag this morning, guys. Blue bag. Right. We have wipe your paws. Yeah. Ooh. Just want to show you guys. Beautiful sunrise over there. We'll get a little bit more of that a little bit later on. Right. Onwards we go. Yeah, it is a real shame at the minute with the ewes in the village. Azra, this way. But hey ho, what do you do? That's sort of one of the reasons I came out last night for a stroll. I just wanted to sort of see sort of what the congregation of kids was like over here a little bit sort of later on in the day. I mean, coming over at this time, clearly you're never going to see anything. There wasn't any. Now, it was early, as I said to you, sort of, well, by the time we got here, it's probably about 7:45. So obviously very early. But I think when we get round this corner, unless anything has been moved, you'll see what I mean. There's a bike in the stream, and a few other bits and pieces. I know there was a company that came over here yesterday off the back of the photos I took yesterday morning and sent, and they cleaned up all the glass, because obviously it is clearly a real problem for our furry companions. And this is what they don't think about. It's all very, very amusing and funny when it's happening, but not so funny for the people that are on the receiving end of it, or animals for that matter, and the vet's bills and stuff like that. So, yeah, thank you to them for coming out and doing that. So you can see there's a bike wheel in there. I don't know if that's coming out yet, it is. And then the bike, or a bike, unless it's been moved, is in the stream round here. There's the bike down there. That was actually out the stream yesterday, so I'm going to put that back in, which is I find quite extraordinary. This is a branch that they snapped off yesterday. And this is a fire that they were attempting to make on Saturday night. So it is kids being kids, but also going a bit too far. That's what I say. And then we've got the memorial bench here, which I think unfortunately the armour's gone. I don't know if that's a recent thing or not. But actually the wife actually reached out just last night actually on Facebook to me and was saying about, obviously it's just awful what's going on. I fear what will happen next if it continues or gets worse is there will be residents sort of setting up sort of groups over here, because the police seem to lack the inability to do anything about it. But the problem is with that is you get vigilantes. You know, if you've got sort of I classify myself as a sensible person. And you can come over here, and if something's happening, you can try and deal with it accordingly. Now, yeah, you probably get some abuse for some kids. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Doesn't really worry me. But it's when you get the extremists come over here and then they want to start trouble with the kids and stuff like that, that's the problem. And that's why I see if it becomes a thing, that's the problem I think will happen. Anyway, we'll watch this space on that. I think this weekend coming will be a make or break, really, especially with the weather as is. It's going to bring a lot of people out. I haven't really given a running commentary for sort of where we are. I think most people who have been with me before will know where we are. If you're new, we've now covered the first and the second field of 4. This is sort of the wooded area that connects field 2 to 3. We are sort of roughly halfway around the Stroll-ish. We could play the geography game, but there's not many people online. But if you're not in the UK, just tell me where you're watching from, and I'll try and guess the time where you are, if you're not in the UK. I am 2 from 3 at the moment, I think. Yes, 2 from 3. We only started doing this properly at the weekend. Right, the sunrise over there, guys. Look at that. It's going to be a lovely one around the other side. And I reckon I would have been 3 from 3. The person actually said to me where they were from, and they told me the time. And I said, I would have got that if you didn't give me the time. As I said, the places where I think I would struggle is sort of India and sort of some of the Asian countries where there are half-hour time zones as well as the hours. That's where you might struggle a bit more. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see if anyone wants to participate in the geography game this morning. As I say, just tell me where you're watching from, and I'll try and tell you what time it is. Not from the UK, because the UK's easy, obviously. There's a bit more movement on the old camera this morning. I can see it, and I'm wearing a different gilet this morning, and the zip isn't as strong as the other one. Hence, it's not holding the camera in place as well as it normally does. So I apologise if there's a little bit more rockiness on the camera this morning. Come on, Azra. I wonder if we're going to see any trains. Azra loves the trains. She's fascinated by the trains, guys. She just watches them. I have said, depending on the weather and depending on what we're doing, I might take us for a longer stroll. And if we go for where I want to go for the longer stroll, we're guaranteed to see some trains. There you go. And it will be alive. It won't be a vlog. It'll be alive. So it will happen as we see it. And what I might do off camera is do a little bit of research as to what time the trains are arriving and leaving the said station. Because it's the 2 bridges are very close to the train station where we're going to be. So yeah, watch this space for Sunday. I'm definitely going to do a longer stroll. It just depends, because we are out on Saturday night, as I've said to you. Look at this sunrise, guys, in front. Look at that. That is beautiful this morning. Go on, leader. Go on, Azra, lead on. Actually, because the weather, because it's such a lovely sunrise, guys, I'm actually doing a couple of bits of content for the channel. Well, throughout, which I'd said I wouldn't do anymore, but it's so beautiful that I just got to, really. So when we get to the end here, we've got to go over the old rickety old bridge. If anyone wants to participate in the geography game, just tell me where you're watching from. I'll try and guess the time. Obviously not the UK. Bit easy, isn't it? A few more of us watching now, so feel free to participate. We had a good weekend. I'm 2 from 3 since we started, and I would have been 3 from 3 had the person not given me the place and time. As I said earlier, do apologise, it's a bit more rocky this morning, wearing a different jacket, and it's just not holding the camera as steady as it normally would, so I am sorry about this. Over the bridge, a few spots of rain in the air, believe it or not, guys. It was forecast today, but you wouldn't think it with that sunrise. It's quite unbelievable. So if you've been with me before, you will know we are coming up to the main road, the A10 here. Main road from London to Norfolk, Kings Lynn and Norfolk to be precise, split by Cambridge. There are cars coming, I can hear them. So we're just going to have to be a bit careful. We'll just wait for this car, Ezra. Sit. Right, let's go. You go. Well, that was particularly busy this morning. And we are that bit early this morning, guys, as well. Right, Ezra. Sit. Sit. Good girl. I need to get a thumbnail for tomorrow. Look. Good girl. Look. Sunrise, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right. Put that phone away. No more content gathering today. Right, lead on, Ezra. Come on. Good girl. So now we're now heading up towards sort of the high road. We have got the fourth and final field to go round. Then we sort of meander our way sort of through the science park. And then we are sort of homeward straight. I say, early this morning, looking at the time. But we honestly, guys, only left home about sort of 5 minutes earlier. And bear in mind, when I left the house as well, I had to deal with an issue. Not going to bore you with it because I don't know really what's happened. But Yeah, I just had to message one of the neighbours just to let them know. Anyway, I did the right thing. That's the main thing. Azra, come on, lead on. I actually did this stroll with Azra and Ralph last night, and there wasn't a live. Um, Quite nice to come out with the family, not worry about the live. So though doing it at that time of night, probably got more people. Certainly watching anyway. The lives I do, and I was having this conversation with some subscribers yesterday, is that it appeals very much to the early birds, UK and Europe. Also the night wings in the US and the Americas. But then sort of the further sort of east you go, sort of Middle East, Asia, Australia, also pick it up. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. UK is just the first strongest watcher of the content, followed by the US. Then after that, it's very much split between sort of Europe, Asia, and the Australias actually. Um, so it's quite interesting, sort of the demographic of where people watch from actually. But I can tell when I'm chatting with people, for the most part, it's from the Americas, and then sort of Middle East, Asia, sort of that direction. Anyway, enough of the boring stuff. It's just useful information for me, and maybe that would flip round if I did these at night. You just don't know, do you? Unfortunately, after work just isn't an option. Usually, you're just so busy, or you're just so knackered. That's the last thing you want to be doing. He's coming out and doing a live. Yes, cool, come out with the dog. But don't do the lives. This is my lifetime, and I enjoy it. And for the most part, so do all of you. So we are rapidly approaching the fourth field, where usually Azra sees all her bunny friends. We are very early this morning, so I very much doubt anyone else has been over here to disturb them. So I walk fairly steadily myself because I can see the camera is jumping because I've got this wrong jacket on today. It's so annoying. Not always like this, guys. You don't always get a headache watching it. Right, how many bunnies have we got? What do you reckon, Ezra? Oh, not many. Wowzers. Only a couple over the back. That is a shame. So we're heading round the football pitches, and then we'll be heading back up the road towards the science park. The reason I sort of do this little extra is actually quite simple. It's to help with my steps and make us go over the 2 miles, because I don't want to walk around the science park with a camera, because I did get spoken to by one of the security, well, not by more than once, by one of the security guards over there, and obviously doing nothing wrong, but they just see a camera and they think you're doing some sort of recce for some robbery, don't they? Just noticed the goals have come down. And they were up yesterday, so they've obviously come down. Maybe the final match of the season was over here yesterday, because the lines are clearly still painted very well. I guarantee in a few months' time, during the off-season, this will all have faded. But of course, we've got the fair going to be on here. Don't know when it's going to be. Fair will be on here at some stage. Come on, Azra. Azra, come on. Azra, don't cut the corner. Come on. And they wreck these pitch when they're over here. They really do. Weather will come over. It's the same every year, and it's not great, to be honest with you. Great for the little kids. That's what it's good for. I went on a ride last year, the year before, can't remember, and it actually hurt my chest. I know I'm not the slimmest person in the world, but I wish you'd have just said to me, don't go on it, rather than she clicked it, that extra click, and oh my goodness, I felt really restricted. Really restricted. Anyway, I survived to tell the tale, guys, obviously, because I'm here now. But it weren't nice at the time. Somewhere there's a video. Right, we're heading now sort of towards the science park. I haven't mentioned it this morning, and all of a sudden I've just felt it at the back of my Achilles. I mean, that is now at least 4 weeks since I did whatever I did, which I still don't know what I did to it, and it's still not right. Now, you could say, well, you walk every morning, don't help yourself, and you're right. I do stretch it every morning before I come out. And for the most part during the day, it doesn't give me any grief. I think it's just prolonged walking that's sort of hurting it, but it is annoying. It really is. Especially after what we went through the beginning of the year of my doing damage to the ligament and tendons in the top of my left thigh, and sort of socket in your leg. That really put me out of action properly doing these for 3 months. Although we tried to get out every day, we were doing our shorter strolls, and we were having to sit down a lot. I was strategically finding benches. So yeah, it ain't nice when you injure yourself and you're used to sort of being active. I would not say I'm the fittest person in the world, but I enjoy my walking when I am out, and it puts me in good stead, sorry, for holidays we've got coming later on in the year. Blackpool, Pleasure Beach, Cromer for a week, and then Orlando, September and October. So I think there'll be lots of walking on those holidays, I can tell you. In my head, as ridiculous as it may sound, but this is how I plan my life at times. And really, I shouldn't plan this far in advance. In my head, I've already planned out the first day we're in Orlando. I've actually planned the whole week, but the first and last day, or full day, should I say, are basically geared up. be quite chilled days. But I've actually planned, because of the jet lag and everyone says you'd be up early, to get up when it's light. So probably be around about 7, half 7. And I'm going to come out and I'm going to do a stroll from our hotel, which is the Rosen Plaza. And I'm going to walk right down the other end to where Denny's is, which is just past Universal Boulevard, which is quite a walk. It'll probably take me about an hour. It may even take me longer with the heat. I will then get Julia to come and pick me up. Well, we won't pick me up, she'll come and meet me at Denny's, and we'll go for breakfast. And then we'll maybe go and do some shopping. Chilled out shopping. Window shopping. That's what we'll do. That to me is quite a chilled sort of first day. Sort of, we've got SeaWorld, we've got potentially Aquatica, definitely Discovery Cove, and Wild Florida from the Monday to the Thursday. So they are going to be 4 reasonably packed days, and we've got a few meals booked as well along the way. Our wedding anniversary, whilst we're out there, we're going to Planet Hollywood at Universal Studios. We're going to get an Uber there, or one of these driverless taxis, one or the other. Probably an Uber. I don't know. Maybe we'll do the driverless taxi. I've seen someone do it, and it looks relatively straightforward, but watch this space. No one's played the geography game this morning. Boo to you. Oh, it is. Tell me where you're watching from, apart from the UK, and I will try and guess the time. Someone's got to play. We've got 5 minutes. There's a few of us watching, not many, but a few of us watching, so let's see. I'm hoping I'm not giving people headaches with this camera mount not in the right place and the wrong jacket, to be fair, this morning. Are we going to see any ducks this morning? We are early enough. The ducks, apparently, according to Julia, had actually gotten across the road yesterday. And sort of up to where we live, nearly. And they're very independent animals, our ducks. They don't move very quickly, even for cars. They're, from that point of view, they're even more annoying than pigeons. At least pigeons will move eventually. You might be right on top of them, and they do, but they do move. Come on, Azra, lead on. Come on. Azra, on the path. Trying to get you in shot. Oh, I can't see any ducks at the minute. Oh, they are on the lake. As I say, I always worry as soon as you sort of go off your normal path, security guards come running from all directions. But there's one male duck there, directly in front. I don't know if that's coming out. I think it is to the left as you look at of the fire rescue ring. Right, come on, Ezra, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. We were over here. I think it was Saturday. They were all sitting under the tree over there. There must have been about 6 or 7 of them. Ezra, lead on. Come on. It's this time of the morning, especially starts getting a little bit tired because we are almost at the end of the stroll. If anyone wants to play the geography game, be quick. Tell me where you're watching from. I'll try and guess the time. Not the UK, because that's pretty straightforward. I say you've probably got about a minute and then we'll be calling this one. I am 2 from 3 at the minute, so I'm doing all right. Not too late to like and subscribe as well. We are out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tuesdays is content day, Thursday is rest day. And there you go. Come on, Azra. Just made me kick the wall. Right, come on. I didn't show you sunrise here. There you go, look at that. Beautiful. All right. It doesn't look like anyone's up for the geography game this morning. As I say, we've got another 5 minutes or so on the stroll. Azra, wrong way, come on, lead on. It's not like we do this walk every morning, is it, Azra? It's not like it should be ingrained in our brains, the automatic pilot in us. We should be able to do this with our eyes shut. Come on. Had a good time the stroll this morning. Just looking at my mileage splits. 21 minutes the second mile, that's very good. It's about the norm, actually. It's something I'll have to do the weekend is cut our grass. Azra, come on. I did think about it this weekend, but I hadn't thought about it and couldn't be bothered. Come on. Come on. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call this one. Have a lovely day, whatever you're up to. Shame no geography game this morning. I like my little game. We'll try again Wednesday. See how we go on. Have a lovely couple of days, guys, and we'll catch up Wednesday.